God created life and the life source. From the life source, the life is created. The life source is the air, water, food, what we consume. So these are the basic needs what we needed throughout our life. We can't create this. But we are saying that we can buy from a shop and we can live our life. It's impossible. Without creating the food, you can't buy it. The money will not create the food, but nature wants to create the food. The nature is in God's control. We know this truth from the birth. In my soul, it is available, but I am not thinking. Even though in my mind, it's true, the God has created the food for us, we should be thankful. I remembering, but not thankful. I am not thankful to the God as much. This is why we are falling into so many troubles. The reason for problems in the mind. I am not thankful to the God. I am not obedient to the God for what He has given already. Before creating us, God created the life source. So that life source we don't want to earn to get the life source, because God had created for us by the nature. It's a blessing from the God. It's a gift from the God. But what we doing here is we have to earn money and then we have to buy the food from the market. Then I want to cook. Then I want to eat it. So the initial stage is not with me. The creation. So what purpose He created the food? For the purpose of human being. So definitely He has the ability to deliver the food to the table. Where we are, the food will come to us. The food will respond to our hungry. This is the connection between the nature and us. When I am in hungry, definitely I need food. So the source and what we are talking now, the income for food, it will create automatically by the nature. We don't want to rush up. I don't want to grab it, but it will happen. If we are believing in this, definitely we will understand the nature of the life, the God's nature, and every minute of mind, what is happening, we can, if you are ready to notice each and every second, then we can understand it, what is the life is. To know all this process, patience is important. What is patience? I don't know. I don't know to be patient, but I am wishing for a patient mind. I am wishing to the God. So God should give me patience and He should deliver me the needs to live in the earth. He created human beings in the earth for the purpose to be thankful to Him, not to live a life of slave to the human being, but to slave to the God. Only if we are slave to the God, definitely God is accepted. He is arranging all our needs throughout our life till our life ends. I don't know when will my life end, but it will end. I know it very well. But we don't have time to think of it. We just want to earn money, settle down with savings, and I want to get more rich life. I want to live a rich life. Of course, you are living in this earth. We should not forget that. We should not forget we are created by the God. And I am not ready to seek forgiveness because I don't know that I am doing wrong. I am thinking the rich life is the better life. The cheating life is the better life. I am obeying to human's order blindly. I don't think about others. I don't show mercy on others, but I have to live life, a legendary life. So the peace in the mind, without that peace, if you are living, means it's not a life at all. I have mind, I have body, but there is a question, do you have peace or not? If I am not in peace, then where is the life? So the life in the earth is towards peace. That is the only motto the God created the human being. Nothing apart from that. We don't want to think so extraordinary. We should not make it so complicated. Always I am searching in peace in the mind, but I don't know how to get it. That is our confusion. But the answer with the God. If you turn to the God, the peace will enter into you. It will settle down the mind. No one can remove the peace except the God who given that. The controller of the peace. The fine tuner of the mind. No doubt in it. And if the mind is so arrogant, the mind is very stingy to spend, and these all are the very cheap behavior of the mind. We have to seek forgiveness and seek good qualities to the mind. This is for the believers who are going to believe, not for others. So in the people there are two categories, believer and disbeliever. Those who are ready to believe, they are in the right path, they are the believers, and who do not accept these words, who are not able to listen, especially the people who are not ready to come in the path of God. For them, the God is saying, please live your life as it is, but you will not get help in the end of your life. In the last moment, in the judgment day, you will get what you earned. So the believer will get the result what he believed towards the God, as well as the disbeliever, he will get the result from what he believed. Whether I am believing the truth or not. If I am careless about the mind, whatever I can do, I will do it. If I am in that way, it's totally a foolishness. For them who are in freedom of living in their life, they are independently living without any suggestion or with any analyze in the mind. They are just living by the path of brain knowledge, the human knowledge. For them, in one situation, they will be locked by the mind. At that time, they can't move anywhere. The situation created by the God. You should answer to the God. Or else, from that situation, if you want to escape, you will do the things which and all favor for you. That is which is against the people. But the humble person will be patient at that time. They will be obedient to the God. Oh God, forgive me. I will not urge you. I will not make you fast in the prayer. I will not pressure on you. It is not the way. So this is the mind, what we want, what we have, what we needed. This quality, the patience, whenever we fall into some disturbance in the mind, I have to remember God more. I have to cut off relationship with the human being in the mind level, first of all, and I should disconnect with the knowledge. That is, I am not discussing anything with the human being. That is, I am disconnecting with the human beings. When I am searching help to human beings, definitely there I am getting some more trouble. The growth of trouble we can realize in the mind. The fear will become more and more. So God is watching everything what is happening in this universe, in my mind, in my body, in my organ, in and outer, totally between that. Everything is in God's control. Between the skies and earth, everything is in God's control. So nothing to do with our own knowledge. We have nothing to do here. That thing we must be clear in that part. And the belief starts from there. When and all I am getting trouble in the mind, when I am getting panic or sadness about my atmosphere, about my life, somewhat related to me, whatever it may be, if I am getting fear or sad, I should turn to God. Then and there, the prayer is happening. It is not postponed to evening or tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. No. I can't fix a day for prayer. I can't fix a hour for a prayer. I can't fix a location for a prayer. I can't fix a particular place to gather everyone and I want to pray. It is impossible. You can't connect with the God. Once the mind is getting trouble, there the prayer starts. It may be in the house, when I am in the house, or maybe I am outside. It may be at any time. Because evil is ready to give the fear. To increase the fear, the evil is waiting to push us into the hellfire. So the sad and the fear will gives a warning to the mind through the soul. At that moment we should wake up, we should be active. If not, if you are filled with worldly pressure and desire in imagination, if you are thinking we are flying somewhere else in the sky, it's a wrong path. When the imagination disconnected, when all my desires and pleasures, when it out of my mind, then I will understand the real situation. So there are two minds in every human being. One is fake and other one is the real mind. The fake is which I am acting to others and for myself. That is like a mirror. I am acting like a mirror, but it is not my true mind. The true mind is really where I am. In my insight, I am observing the intuition and obeying to that intuition there itself, not exposing to second person or anyone else. Except me and God, no one should come between us. There cannot be human crossing between you and the God. It cannot happen because the mind is unseen, the God is unseen. There cannot be disturbance, but evil will disturb you through the prayer. Only when we are patient and strong, very bold in believing, how far we are in steadfast, steadily, firmly, only I will get help from the God. When I am in this mind, definitely I am past, I am success in the way of God. That is the real success. So the situation where I get some losses in peace, that is just a test for me, to test my patience, to test me how long I will react to the God, how I will react to the God, how I behave, to test that. God will create the atmosphere to enhance our belief. Whether I believe or not, or turning to the evil path, or I am believing in the God, if this situation, when we cross this situation, definitely we are moving into another level, that is the next life. Every human being should taste the test from the God. No one can exclude it from this test. If once we are created as human being, it's in default in nature. As human being, while living in the earth, to enhance the belief, to make stronger and stronger, to make better the mind of clarity over clarity. Day by day we will be facing some tests. The test is different from one person to other person. It's not same. If I have a test particularly for my mind, according to my atmosphere, according to my thoughts and understanding, my test is different. Likewise, yours, individual test, unique test, not that everyone has the same test. It's not like that. The God is one, but is testing in different way to check our ability of believing. So only if it's different, then we should understand it is test from the God. You can't say to anyone, and also of course if you seek the help, they will also cannot help you. If they help also, it is not sufficient to you. It will not reach you. Your mind will not be satisfied. If also the people who are nearer to you, whom you are thinking that they may help you, if they are ready to help also, the mind will not be get satisfied. This is the proof of a test from the God side. The testing time. The testing time is unexpected. No one can know it before. None of the human being knows about the future. If my future is known, I will plan for today itself, but God created the life in such a way that He having the authority to show that He only knows what is going to happen in the future, and we are just a slave to the God. It's not a proud, but it's a blessing. We should not take it as a proud that I am slave to the God. All glory be to the God, all proudness to the God. We should not take any proud. We should not be jealous on any others also. These are the words of Veda. These all are the true words for who are ready to think, who are able to think and understand and react to your lively moments. Living in mind, that is the only life given to the humans. When I am patient, I am not urging God. I am not urging God to do now itself. So the God is given the patience now. And I am not fear or sad, and I am not worrying about my future. This is the true peace. No one will give this peace to you, and you cannot give to anyone. No human being can satisfy a mind. Only God can satisfy the mind. This is the beginning. This is a beginning for the believers who forgotten. Everyone forgotten this truth by living, but this is a remembrance for the beginners. Now the life starts with fresh thinking. In a new angle, I will understand the God, and also it will grow. Mind will grow to the level of several stages towards the sky. It's going to grow. I can't stop it, and I will not wish to stop. I will wish to grow. That is the nature of mind. Whatever we get from the God, whether we say enough or we say okay, let it happen more. So we say let it happen. That will be our answer. So we will not say that okay, it's enough for me. It will not my answer. My mind will not say such an answer. But the limit, there is a limit. That limit is only can be measured by the peace. If I have peace in the mind, that is the limit. Within that limit, I have to be surrender, obedient. I can't grab all the things. For one family, one house. For one stomach, only a plate of food for one time. That is sufficient. So, the sufficient things are allowed to you with infinity. The God is infinity with the sufficient thing to the mind, that which is not disturb the peace, the things will deliver to you by the nature, the basic needs, and the other things which is needed, it follows. Other than my needs, which and all I needed, the God will arrange you. For anything I will depend on the God, I will seek help to the God. I will not believe on human being. I will be in contact with human being. I will be communicating. I will be living with a human quality and not mingling with them by mind and not depending on the groupism, and also not taking a God as a human being. The God is God, but I should not search that God's help from the human being. That is the important message from the God's side. Now the God is watching what we are doing, and in future what we are going to do. If we need a good life, the God will give the good life, or else the sufferings are from our own knowledge, nothing else from the outside. Not blaming any others, not going to saying reasons which is not at all suitable, unfit to the mind. The only reason for my worst situation is my knowledge, and to the people who I obeyed, because of that I am getting, and many sins there is in the mind which I earned. So I and God, that is we. I means alone, for myself, selfish. I should not be like that. I should be always connected with the God in the form we. So we are with you. This is the word of the God. Say at any time we. When we say we, it's a positive vibration. When I say I am, it's a negative vibration. So we need the positivity, not the negativity. Negativeness must be removed then and there. So always being connected with the God is safer to us to live a heavenly life and a peaceful life. Let God guide us to the future's life, and let Him give us more guidance towards His qualities, His path, how to live the human beings. Let Him guide, and all glory be to the God of the worlds.